everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing very well. So today I have a bit of a different video for you, and this is one that I've been really excited to eventually record for a while now. I got this in the post like maybe a month ago, and then I just had so many other ideas for videos that I haven't really got around to filming this one, but now I actually have the time to film this one, so I'm really excited. So I got the first issue of this Peter Rabbit cross stitch kit, and it is like a magazine, and you basically have lots of different cross stitch designs and the thread and the like fabric included, and then it has this really cute set with all the different tools that you need as well. So I thought that I would kind of do another cozy vlog, except this time it's going to be cross stitching instead of crochet. I've really just got started with cross stitch, so I definitely think that this is probably going to be a challenge for me, but I did just complete my first like proper cross stitch, and I think that it was still a pretty detailed one, so I'm going to show you that now. So this was the first cross stitch I did. It was like a hedgehog, snail and like flower design, and it's definitely not perfect, but I'm very proud of it still. The back is looking a little bit rough, but yeah, this is what the first cross stitch design I have done look like, and I'm really happy with it. So yeah, grab a snack, grab a drink, and let's get cozy and start this cross stitch together. Okay, so this is the first issue. I do have the second issue, so if you want me to do a video on the second issue, then I will 100% do that. So this is the first one, and this is where you get like the bulk of the kit, I'm pretty sure. So I'm just going to unwrap it. So I did kind of have a little flick through before like I started this video, just so that I kind of understood everything, and I did accidentally rip the first page, so I've got to be like really careful. Anyway, so this is the main like magazine, and it comes with, I'm pretty sure it comes with like a few extra cross stitch patterns, and then there's like the main project that you make. This is like a spring themed cross stitch kit, I believe. So this is like the welcome page, and then we've got some samplers here. I'm not 100% sure like which one. I'm pretty sure this one is, obviously because it's spring themed, it's going to be this one up here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so this is going to be the like first design, I'm guessing. It's like a Peter Rabbit, and then some chicks and some Easter eggs and a daffodil. So this is kind of instructions on the first kind of steps, and then I'm pretty sure in issue 2 they give you like more of the pattern, I believe, because you get the other colours of thread. So we've got like the thread needed for the first section, and then when we get to the second section in issue 2 they give you more thread for that. So this is a kitten motif. Just a little kitten with some flowers and some love hearts. That looks really sweet. And then we have like a letter design and a greetings card. I'm not sure if this one's included. Oh, it is. So there's a greetings card design that's included. So I'm pretty sure these are like extra ones, and they are just like extra designs that they give you. And then some like facts about Beatrix Potter, I think. And then this is just kind of like a page about the equipment and the stitches and techniques. And then yeah, so that is the first issue, and I'm going to be obviously focusing on the main part, which is the spring section. It also comes with this really cute Peter Rabbit like box, and it has like the tools that you need. Let me just open this. So it's actually got like the letters on it, which I'm just obsessed with. So even after I finish using this, I'm definitely going to be keeping this and reusing it. So I'm going to have to definitely look up what some of these tools are, because I'm not actually sure. But it looks like we've got a big pot of needles with different eye sizes, which is honestly like the amount of needles in here, that's crazy. And this is a thimble, I believe, and then I've got some other bits. Again, I'm not sure what these are, I'm gonna have to do a bit of reading in the magazine. And then we have the main event, which is the fabric and then the thread. So, oh, and it comes with more needles here as well, so that's good. So I'm going to grab my embroidery hoop and I'm going to get my fabric centered on it, and then we can make a start. Okay, so before I start putting my embroidery hoop on, I'm just going to mark the middle down. I've just got some black embroidery thread. So the instructions say to fold it in half and then in half again. So I'm just going to do that now. Okay, so midpoint is about here, so I'm just going to kind of do a line going across there so that I can get the visual for the midpoint. Okay, so I've just placed the embroidery hoop on and I marked out my middle section, so now it is time to start cross stitching. Okay, so it's been about 2 hours and I have done a fair amount. I think for 2 hours, like, that's pretty good. It's like the top of the chest, mid and like lower portion, and it's like the light section of it. I basically am just kind of going by colour, and sorry if I sound really nasally, I've got really bad allergies. I've been focusing on like one colour and then going kind of from the top to the bottom, just filling in that colour, and then I fill in the colour next to it so that I can kind of make sure that I'm getting everything in a line rather than just doing it by colour and doing the whole thing by colour, if that makes sense. Otherwise I know I'm going to make a mistake and it's going to just look bad. Just prefer to do like sections at a time, even if it means like switching colours sort of thing. That's just the way I prefer to do it. This cross stitch definitely takes a lot of time and I've had a few tangles as well. So I'm going to take a little break and grab another drink and then come back and carry on. Oh, these allergies. Okay, so it's now the next day. I'm going to be spending another day cross stitching this kit. Yesterday I think I did it for maybe 3 hours straight and then a little bit more, like 2 hours in the evening. So I got about this much done in total yesterday. So this is literally from starting and then one day basically of cross stitching, and now I'm just going to carry on. I feel like I was getting maybe some of my colours mixed up. I don't think I've made any mistakes with the colours, but it's quite hard because a lot of them are quite similar. So I've made like a little key on just a little like notepad, and I've cut some string of each colour so that I know exactly which one I'm using. And then I also I scanned the magazine because it was really hard like to see the symbols. So I scanned it on my printer and I've got it on my computer, and then I'm crossing off every section that I've done just with like the highlighter tool, and because I didn't really want to start like marking the colours in the magazine. I didn't want to like ruin the magazine. So yeah, I'm just basically carrying on. I think I'm going to watch a bit of YouTube, my favourite podcasts. Some of my favourite podcasts to listen to at the moment while I am obviously doing this is Obsessed with Brooke Averick. I love that podcast. And then Brooke and Connor's podcast, obviously. I've also been really liking Madeline Argy's podcasts at the minute. The other one I've been really loving at the minute is Two Hot Takes. Those are like my ones on rotation at the minute. And then if I'm not listening to a podcast, then I will be listening to an audiobook. I've been listening to one at the minute, but I'm not like hooked by it. It's called A Fate Inked in Blood, but I'm not like really obsessed with it, to be honest. I've got some other ones in my queue. I just finished one called North Queen, and I really enjoyed that one. There were some parts in it that I was like a bit confused at and wasn't expecting. There was a few twists, but I think that the main character is like really likeable, and like I'm just like rooting for her, to be honest. So I highly recommend that audiobook. If you have Spotify, you can get that audiobook included. The trouble is like if you have like a craft that you like doing, but then you also like physically reading books, it's kind of difficult to do both. So that's why I like listening to audiobooks, because I can still like get a book in without having to substitute it for the craft activity. So yeah, I haven't decided yet which one I'm gonna listen to. There's just so many things out at the minute. But yeah, I'm gonna just carry on with my cross stitch. I'm still working on like the rabbit's face. Yeah. Okay, so we are on day 3 now of doing the issue 1 of the cross stitch kit. So far I've got quite a lot done. I have got kind of the head starting to form now, as you can see. So I think the majority of what I have left to do is the blue coat, which I think is probably going to take me most of today to do. And then I think I'm pretty much all done with the first issue's like pattern that they've given. So by the end of when I finish this issue, I think mine's meant to look something like this. So we're getting pretty close. I think the majority of what I have left obviously is the blue coat, and then I have some of the darker facial details around like the nose, because at the minute there's not like a great deal of contrast yet. So yeah, I'm just going to basically be carrying on today as normal. And here's also a little visual. So this is just what I scanned on my computer, and this is all of the areas that I've done so far. So everything in pink is everything that I've done, and then the rest I have to do is this blue coat and then some of the face details, and then I think the rest of the image comes in the other issues. So yeah, I've got quite a lot done so far, and I've been really enjoying it. And even though this is technically my second cross stitch kit, and I reckon this is probably definitely more for experienced cross stitchers, I have been finding this like pretty okay and also enjoyable, so that's the main thing. Okay, so it's now day 4. I am pretty much nearly done with this first issue of the magazine. I'm really happy with how it came out, and I think it has taken me a fairly long time to complete, just because there's so much detail, like shadows in the face and all that. I also definitely made a few mistakes like around the like jacket area. You can't really tell, it looks fine, but like it bothers me a little bit because I can see like the mistake compared to the picture, but it isn't that obvious, so it's fine. And there was just a chunk like on the coat that I had completely like missed out somehow, and there wasn't like enough space. There was almost an extra row that was on the graph, and yet I'd already filled it in somehow on the cross stitch hoop, so I didn't really understand what I was doing. I think I just maybe wasn't paying attention to the graph, but luckily, because the blue that I needed to use was so similar to the one next to it, they kind of are technically the same colour anyway, so you couldn't even tell I made a mistake. But I will show you how much I've got done so far, so you can really tell now that it's starting to all come together. And yeah, I've been really enjoying doing this so much. I ordered the 3rd and 4th issue again, so if you want to see me do issue 2, 3 and 4, then let me know in the comments. I do think I will still do issue 2 either off camera, or I will do a video if you want me to, if you enjoyed this vlog. I feel like I've been really like getting all of the cozy vibes as well, because it's literally been raining every single day this week, so it just feels so like warm in here, and like there's the rain outside, and then I've got my fairy lights on, so yeah. I feel like literally the last section of this is probably only going to take me like 20 minutes, so there's not really much else extra to do, but yeah, I hope you have all been enjoying this. The thing I like about cross stitches is it's kind of similar to like, it's like a cross between colouring in and sewing. It's like colouring in but with thread. So I'm going to finish the last few pieces of the cross stitch kit, and then I'll come back and I'll show you all of how issue 1, the final result of issue 1 basically. Okay, so I have completed the first issue section of this cross stitch kit. It's looking so cute. I mean, I know he doesn't have any eyes or feet or anything, but it is just so sweet. And I don't know, I always think like when you see like something this small, you just think, oh, it probably like doesn't take that long, but this has taken me 4 days in total. There's some sections missing, like obviously the eye and some section of the ear, and I'm pretty sure that that's going to be in another issue. I don't know if it's in issue 2 or 3 or 4. It's in a future one. Okay, so I found issue 2. It's pink, brown, yellow and like an orangey colour. So I'm assuming that that is going to be the ducks and the Easter egg, because there's no green, so I think green must be in the next issue. So I'm assuming, yeah, it's the Easter egg and the ducks and maybe the daffodil. But yeah. Let me know if you want me to do issue 2, and I'll happily do that because I have had so much fun doing this. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing and giving this video a thumbs up. If you enjoy these vlogs, then I will definitely do more. Leave a comment down below if you want me to do more vlogs. And don't worry, I will 100% be back on crochet tutorials. I just wanted to take a break for this week and try something different. So yeah, if you have any crochet tutorial ideas that you want me to do as well, then let me know. I love you all and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.